Habari Entertainment proudly presents Habari Live. Habari Live. From Phoenix, Arizona. And you're listening to the Habari Live podcast. The show that brings you news, sports, and entertainment for people who love HabariEntertainment.com. Here are your hosts, Iesha, Jimmi, and Damon Dipleen Ellison. Let's get it going. We are all the way live.
What's happening? Welcome to Habari Live. Gotta do all this. This week, we got to do it all over. Welcome to Habari Live, where we keep you updated on the news, sports, and entertainment throughout the week. Like always, we're all the way live from Paradise Valley in Phoenix, Arizona. Let's get it going. All right. We got Phree Tha Truth in the house. I know we've been sitting around talking for about an hour, but
it's all good. I understand.
None of that even mattered, but it did matter on YouTube. I mean, on
IG
and all
IG.
that. Yeah. So our discussion was kept in place. But real quick, let's go over some of the things that you got going. I know you said you're doing your grills and everything.
Yes.
And then you also said you were doing some holistic and vegan cooking and everything.
Yes, sir.
So let us know your site.
I do freethatruth.com.
Okay.
But I would say that with me to tap in on IG and Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Technology is beyond me, and Auntie needs a team to help manage things because I get easily frustrated with my website.
Yeah, and it's a lot of work, man.
Yeah.
I deal with my website all the time, and all the issues I have is amazing. But it's always work that you're trying to do to try to keep it going and keep it updated and everything. Now, I want to ask you, growing up, who was your influences? Who did you look up to when you growing up as a kid? And where'd you grow up?
I spent most of my childhood here in Arizona.
Okay.
I was born in Oklahoma City.
Wow.
We spent part of my childhood in California,
Mm-hmm.
LA.
Yeah.
And then we out here because my mother didn't want us to grow up in gang infested neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
So my biggest influence growing up was definitely my grandmother.
Okay.
She made sure we was all good. She handled everything, and very appreciative of her and having her for as long as we did because her influence, her imprint, her femininity, those things are have been left with me.
Hey, we have to have that person that makes us into who we are.
Yeah.
And I think that I always ask that question because you wonder who helped mold into the person that you became, and you're such a great influence out here, and many people look up to you.
Yes.
So I was just wondering, what did it come about, and how did you come to the point where you was like, this is who I am. I'm your favorite auntie. This is who I am. How did this persona come about?
It initiated off of me first launching my Dear Black Man platform.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I had a good run with that, did some events. It was wonderful, had some panel discussions. I loved it. However, I realized that wasn't necessarily my space to be in.
Okay.
I love my black man. I support y'all. I'm always gonna ride for y'all. Y'all always got an advocate over here. But I just felt like it wasn't my space to be in to tell black men how to be men.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I leave that to y'all, and I hope that y'all, are holding each other accountable as far as manhood and community. And I shifted my energy over to black women.
Okay.
And me just looking at the young ladies, feeling like it's time for auntie to come out.
Right.
It's time to share some experiences. It's time to share my healing journey. It's time to share my co-parenting experience, and just somebody to really share the real, and just helping prepare our young ladies and the outcomes and results of certain decisions in life. So
yeah,
definitely.
And I think that you are a great inspiration for the young girls coming up. Do you think that do any of these girls, they come to you like you were preachy, or do you think you you come across more as a teacher, or do you ran into anyone that's like, oh, you preaching, or we don't want to, you know what I mean?
I've gotten quite a few different responses,
Mhm.
and I will say it just depends on the age.
Yeah.
It depends on the age.
Right.
My young ladies, they see me, they love me.
Okay.
You know, hey auntie.
Right.
You know what I mean? I get all the love for them, and I get to have those are the ones I really want to connect with. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Because I feel like there's still time.
Right.
There's still time for you. So, but as far as like my peers, the women of my age and maybe a little bit older,
Mhm.
it's a 50-50. Some
Okay.
of them they see what I'm doing, they appreciate what I'm doing, and others that that I get called a pick me. They try to drag me on social media for actually defending Black men voices and spaces, and but I mean that comes with the territory. When you're a public figure, that comes with the territory.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
no big deal.
Especially when you're a
Lexi was
person.
talking about last week.
Yep, that's what I was just about to
Mhm.
say. Especially when you're a person of a caliber who has specific standards for not only yourself,
Yeah,
but for how you envision your relationships with Black men to go.
absolutely,
We get called pick-me's because
absolutely,
we are not going to dress a certain way.
right,
We're not going to speak a certain way.
right,
Mhm.
We're not going to be we're going to be trendy, but we're going to be trendy in a different way. We're not
absolutely.
going to have the littlest clothes on, or we're
Right.
not going to stand out the most. We're not going to have, as soon as we walk in a room, you don't notice us because of what we have on
Right.
or how we're
I
carrying
mean, well,
ourselves.
why can't
It's more
it
like
be about your brain? What happened to that?
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I think
that's why we get called pick-me's. It's because we have a level of intelligence
Man, that shit sound
about
dumb.
us that other Black women just have not gotten to yet.
I
It's dumb.
feel
That
I
sound,
feel
I
it's
hate it.
rooted
It sound
in
dumb.
again the ways that Black women are perceived, and it's just being unagreeable,
Man.
challenging. You know what I mean? And
Unapproachable.
and
And that shit's supposed to be cute nowadays.
my relationship with Black men is important to me.
Right.
A lot of women, they don't care about their relationships with Black men. You know what I mean? So how I carry myself is in consideration of the Black man.
That's real.
You know what I mean? Like, and don't get auntie wrong, you know what I mean? Like, when I was younger and before these children, I was wearing what I wanted to wear.
Mm-hmm.
However, I did not like necessarily all the attention that came with that.
Right.
Yep.
I didn't necessarily like all the ways that I was being approached by
Mhm.
that. I didn't like the way, you know what I mean? Like, it was
Right.
just, it's certain, again, when you do certain things, there's going to be certain energy that comes with that.
Yep.
And that's how that's how I became like a influencer on Facebook. That's how my audience grew, because I was young, I was sexy, and I was
Mhm.
saying provocative things.
Okay.
I was challenging people,
Right.
and I didn't have a filter at that time. You feel me? So my audience grew rather quick.
Did you do the pillow talk?
No.
No,
No?
I wasn't on Pillow Talk. I did Let's Do Lunch.
Okay.
Yeah. But before I had did that, I was on a podcast called His and Hers.
Okay.
And
I remember you was doing some shows back in the days.
people always invited me on to have
Mhm.
conversations. I just like talking to people.
Definitely.
But I did His and Hers for a while, and that was very about relationships and stuff like that,
Mhm.
sex and everything. And
Right.
it got a little provocative on there as well. But again, this is why I'm able to share my experiences, because I understand what it's like to be on both sides. I
Mhm.
understand what it's like to be deliberate
Right.
in how you present yourself.
Mhm.
And I also see the drastic difference in how I'm approached, how people talk to me, how,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, you can do you, baby, but just know that there's some things that come along with doing you,
That's real.
regardless of how you feel about society, how you should be treated, this, that, and the
Mhm.
third. If you want to be considered a lady, if you want to be treated like a lady, there's rules to the game,
That's real.
period. And if you want,
You have to carry yourself a certain way
absolutely,
To be considered as a lady.
Yes. And there's a lot of women, Black women specifically, talking about that they don't feel safe out here. They don't feel protected out here. But you also have to consider, are you something worth protecting?
Right. That's real.
You know what I mean? Like, because whether you like it or not, men are visual creatures. When they look at you, that's it. There's no other impression to make because he has already assessed you in his mind of how he's going to treat you, how you are
based off of how you're dressed.
And that's just what it is, and you got to accept that.
We have to learn that how we dress is how we advertise ourselves.
Yeah.
If you are advertising yourself in Daisy Dukes and crop tops and sports bras and all that all day, every day, how is the man going to perceive you?
Right.
He's going to perceive you in a way that, oh, you're a hot girl, you're fast, you're all these other things, but who you truly are.
I made a post and I asked all the married women what they were wearing when they first met their husband. There was like only a few who were like, oh, I was like wearing like something sexy, yada, yada, yada. But if you know that woman, you know that she's a part of some type of entertainment scene. She's, you know what I mean? So she was doing a job when she met that man.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he understood what came with her when he met her.
Right.
Definitely.
However, everybody else, there was nothing hoochie mama about their outfit. I even asked for them to post pictures if they had a picture. Nothing hoochie mama about their outfits. So if you're looking for a husband, you know what I mean? If you're looking for a husband, this matters.
How you dress matters.
This matters because he's looking at you. Some of you may have, like, your husband may have passed you by already because he's seen how you was dressed.
That's real.
He's like, I don't want my queen looking like that. I don't want my goddess looking like that. I don't want my wife walking around looking like that.
Right.
And you may look good, but you got to understand and I'm kind of getting off on a tangent right now.
If you say something about it,
women, exactly,
they were like,
they get mad.
So you don't, we just trying
and
to be free.
And that's what it is. You want to fight it, and you want to say, oh, we should be able to do this, but it's just like this, man. If I walk around, I'm looking like a gangster, and I dressed all my clothes. You think I'm gangster-fied? I got on all red. I got bandanas hanging out my pockets. Am I going? If somebody says, "Oh, you a gang member," and I get mad?
What you mean I'm a gang
member?
What you
mean?
Right.
What you calling me blood for? It's just how I like to carry myself. I ain't no blood. While people shooting at me.
Right.
I just don't understand. Right. Your clothes mean a lot.
Right. Look.
It means a lot.
And I've had this discussion several times, and this is the thing. We all logically, rationally understand that there's maybe certain places that I can't go to.
That's real.
There's maybe certain neighborhoods that I shouldn't be at after dark. There's certain venues that I don't like the type of crowd that they bring, so I don't go to their events there. You know what I mean? So you logically understand how to move in society to maintain certain you know what I mean? And your outfit attracts certain things. And this is something, and I don't know if women is ready for this. You have to be so aware of self.
That's real.
You know what I mean? So like you have to understand how to protect your man even from yourself. Okay? Because if I'm out wearing this provocative outfit with my man and somebody approaches me in a disrespectful manner, my man being my man, he's going to want to defend my honor.
Exactly.
Now I got him in a situation over an outfit.
Right.
And when you go home and you really think about all the drama that popped off and you think about why it happened.
And it's because of what you had on.
Over an outfit, if you don't have the self-accountability to reassess and be like, okay,
I shouldn't wear this outside.
I shouldn't wear this out with my man. I shouldn't wear this outside. You know what I mean? Keep that at home. Be at home cooking in that outfit.
It's a time and a place.
You know what I mean? Let him come home and see you serving dinner in that outfit in a safe space.
Right.
I have to be aware enough to protect my man even from myself. I'm his vulnerabilities. I'm his weakness.
That's real.
You know
I agree.
What I mean?
I was watching this video on Facebook because I'm old. And no, I'm sorry.
Oh, so you calling us Facebook people?
Yeah,
old?
Facebook
I
people.
was just playing. I was
Oh,
just playing. I was
yeah.
just playing. I was just playing. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I
So
know
they
that's
go.
the trend. We know.
Right.
So I'm kidding. I don't care. But no, it's so you know the term zesty, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, right.
So some men asked women, what makes a man zesty?
Oh
And
my
they were
goodness.
like, if a man asks for gifts, or if they
Man, I seen some crazy stuff.
or if they hang out with their homeboys a little too much.
Right. I
or-
heard a girl say if a dude orders dessert,
Dude, I saw that one too. I was like, what?
he's zesty.
Look,
We can't even have dessert, bro.
look.
We
They was
can't
like,
do
they
that.
was like, if he smoke hookah,
Like,
he's
dog,
zesty.
I mean, for real, I don't know what it is. Why our women is so much on wanting to call us men homosexuals in
And this
any
the one that
situation.
pissed me off. It's
I don't
like,
understand that.
The
It's like,
confliction for me with those things is that Black women are the biggest Cape Crusaders for that community,
We are.
Right.
right? And whenever you want to insult a Black man, that's the first
thing they go
thing
oh,
through.
you gay?
that you
Like, bro.
reach for. And it's just like, it really makes me want to like ask Black women, like,
Are you really an ally of that community? If
You
this
know
is
what I
the
mean?
first time, if that's the first thing you want to call a Black man every time y'all get into
Exactly.
an
No,
man.
argument
It
or
may be fake.
disagreement.
Exactly.
So
I feel
is
like
your
no-
support really
Genuine?
right?
I saw this post.
Mhm.
I saw this
That's a
post.
good question.
I saw this post, and they was like, no black man is really, you know what I'm saying, loved genuinely,
Unconditionally.
like unless
Well,
he has money.
well, I
that's
mean,
one of the big things.
You got to understand, just for being a man, and the person who made this post got to understand this too. We are the caregivers, man. We're the one that's supposed to be taking care of the home.
You
Mhm.
are the
So
provider.
we're the provider.
We're the nurturer.
So if you can't provide for your lady,
We're not going to nurture you.
that's the first thing that she's looking at, bro. You can love her all you want to, but if you can't provide for her, and she has to provide for herself, why are you there?
And
Women don't need a man for emotionally and physical needs. They can take care of themselves, man. They got all type stuff. They got all type instruments. They be buying all type shit.
Look, and this is
They don't need us.
And
They
this
don't
is
need us no
why
more, bro.
It's so important to establish the Black family.
That's real.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Because up until she is married, she is supposed to be where? At home with her father.
Right.
Yep.
You feel me?
Mhm.
But we have lost that. We've lost that for a very long time.
Yes, we
so our
have.
protections, our coverings, you know what I mean? Like we have lost that.
Mhm.
And it's so important for us to get that back because up until she leaves your home to go to her husband's home, you know what I mean? Like this
That's real.
is what's supposed to be happening, but we're not. We're losing it. You're
Mhm.
out here.
Yep. Yeah, man.
We're out here. You
Out
know what I
there,
mean?
and at a young age.
And y'all got bad attitudes because you're not supposed to be out there.
And the thing is, a bad stigma that happens to women and to men also. When we have kids young, our kids seem to have kids young also.
Yep.
I'm gonna say that. So Chris Rock has said something,
Mhm.
and he was like, only women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally.
Yeah, that's real.
A man is only loved under the condition that he's providing something.
That's real. I mean, that's just how it is, man.
That's always been
That's just how
the
it is.
dynamic.
You know what
That's
I'm
the
saying?
dynamic.
But men have to understand that.
Well,
Women have to understand that.
we've definitely gotten out of tune at what we're supposed to be doing. And you know, I say this and women cringe and they hate when I say this, but I'm like, y'all forfeited your security. You forfeited it because before a man had to marry you to have legacy.
Mhm. Had to.
He had to marry you. Why? Because that was the only way he was going to have kids.
Yeah.
That was the only way his name, his family name was going to continue.
Exactly.
Mhm.
You forfeited the security plan.
Right.
But you know, that
Let me see if my mom watching
that
before I say
there,
this.
forfeiting that security also came with a lot of consequences.
Exactly.
Now, men don't want to marry us. Now, women don't want to take the man's last name.
Yeah.
Now we're hyphenating our name.
Mhm.
Now divorces are on the rise because oh, I don't like what you're doing. I don't like how you doing it. Peace out.
I mean,
we're not
my
taking
last
that
name?
time to figure out how these roles are going to go and how we're going to coincide when these things happen.
That they got
in the
so
relationship.
distracted with securing the bag that they have forgotten about securing legacy.
Yep.
And
those things don't matter anymore.
It's sad the state that we have arrived in and that we have gotten to, but that's why, I'm here to, make people uncomfortable.
That's real. And that's what I love about you is that you can have those uncomfortable conversations.
We have to.
You can talk about things that even when you talk about your kids and your situation and what you've been through, it's those situations usually most people are too, inside of themselves to be able to talk about those things outwardly, and be able to come out and just say, I made mistakes and I wasn't perfect. Usually people, like you said, we're not accountable. And a lot of people, even black men, we're not accountable. We want to blame everybody. Oh, it's that, it was her, she was whoever, man.
Absolutely.
We have to step back from our egos and take a step back and realize that we have to step up regardless of what. If you have that kid, step up. If you had this situation with this man, figure it out. We need to swallow our pride. And that's the main problem is everybody's so full of pride. Nobody want to just take a step back and say, hey, look, I messed up. I need you to help me. Or I need you. I'm sorry. I need you. And it's not there. It's all a whole bunch of yelling and screaming at each other, telling what we demand instead of talking to each other and try to figure it out. How can we compromise to make it better?
Come to the middle.
That's real.
Got to learn how to compromise with each other, y'all.
And there's a difference between compromising and surrendering.
Right. Everybody has to lose something.
I feel like there's a lot of times when men and like there's an arguments, we don't compromise, we just surrender.
Everybody has to be uncomfortable in the compromise. You taking some, you got to take a loss. I got to take a loss. That's the part of compromise, and you can't just get your way. That's not how compromise works.
Right.
I'm gonna take a little bit of a loss. You taking a little, but we meeting each other in the middle.
Right.
Because it's just people just don't realize like the goal is for us to get through it together. It's not for me to be right. It's not for me to win. It's not for me to be in control of a situation.
Yep.
It's about us working through it and getting through it together for the overall good.
I believe I agree with that. Let's go ahead and run the news weekly real fast. We go over the news real fast so we can get up out of here.
Now, this week's Habari News Weekly with Damon Dipling Ellison. Sponsored by...
All right, man. So I'm going to go over these cases real fast. We had talked about them before, but Tennessee GOP expels 2 Democrats in retaliation over gun control protest. They were stating that it was a sad day for democracy. Justin Jones and Representative Justin Pearson they were advocating for gun rights reform measure a little over a week ago after a mass shooting in Tennessee at a Nashville school. They wanted to try to get some things passed, to try to get some guns to protect the kids. It was their big slogan. And the Republicans voted to get them out because of the protest that they had inside of the Congress, I guess.
Yeah,
so
I think they protested inside because the protesters were actually outside,
and then they broke into the place.
They were like, "We're going to go ahead and take the protest,
inside,
bring it
so
inside." And we're protesting on behalf of the protesters outside.
Oh, they was trying to pull a Trump and forgot they black. Okay,
right, exactly.
Okay. All right,
and it didn't work out for them. A lot of people were saying like,
dude put his feet up on that. All right,
yeah, right. But these people are representatives, man, and but like I was saying, hopefully they were talking about this 40-member Nashville Metro Council. They should be voting to see if they can to get these people get Justin Jones and Pearson reinstated. Hopefully that they will be able to do that. But
and when
it's
are they
pretty
supposed
sad.
to hold that vote? Do you know?
I don't see exactly. It doesn't say exactly when that vote will be held, but they are going to be back in session on Monday. And Jones and Pearson said they would be back in session when they come back into the House. But I can't say for sure when they'll be making their votes in the chambers.
Okay.
But we will keep an eye on it and keep you guys updated on what happens and when they do that vote and if these 2 gentlemen are reinstated. But like I said, always have been an advocate of gun control, and I'm with these brothers, and anything they can do, we'll make sure everybody gets updates on it.
Most definitely.
Let's go to Biden. He acknowledged he made mistakes in Afghanistan exit, but he's still defending his decision to leave. The decision to leave wasn't a bad decision. It's just like I said, the decision, the way they implemented the leave and the way they left, like everything was on fire and they breaking out, and just to seeing those people dying and jumping on the planes, it was a bad plan, and it should have took more time. The generals did say we now prioritize an early evacuation, is what I was saying. When faced with degrading security situations, the summary states, after providing a detailed description of the accelerated withdrawal that began shortly after the Taliban neared in Kabul, the capital, we did so in both Ethiopia and Ukraine. So they've done some evacuation since then that's worked out a little bit better, and what didn't go as bad as those. So hopefully we won't see anything like that in the future, and the military know what they're doing a little bit better. We're humans, man. We all make mistakes. Even these people who people think that they're top-notch intelligence, they still make mistakes, bro. They're not perfect. We're humans. But let's go to in New Mexico, man. These officers kill a homeowner in exchange of gunfire while responding to the wrong address. Killed the man.
Wow.
New Mexico State Police have launched an investigation after officers mistakenly responded to a wrong address and fatally shot a homeowner. The Farmington Police Department said it received a call about a domestic violence incident at 11:30 p.m. And these people go to the wrong house, man.
So was they supposed to go to the next door neighbor house?
Right. They mistakenly went to 5305 Valley View Avenue instead of 5308 Valley View Avenue. So they went to the wrong house.
That's a whole different neighborhood.
Man, they messed up, man. So it's officers knocked on the front door of the wrong house and announced themselves separate times. According to Farmington Police, Robert Downson opened the screen door with a handgun as the officers were backing away. What followed was a chaotic scene with officers retreating and opening fire. Mr. Dotson was struck and later died at the scene.
Man, that's so sad.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. And they going to the wrong house.
Right. Everybody immediate fire.
Like, why didn't they double check, triple check, quadruple check,
especially
the
if you're
address
the
that they
first
were going
one in?
to? Right.
The first one in, you definitely getting fired because you should have looked at that address.
Right. I mean, the intelligence always from the top has failed. I don't know who made the failure, either the dispatcher or the person who was reading the information to one of the officers.
Yeah, they definitely got to backtrack that and figure out where the miscommunication came from.
Right.
Because everybody after that fired.
Man, fired, and the city getting
sued.
Sued because that's wrongful death.
Yeah, we got to start setting a tone of like, you need to do your job right.
That's real,
you need
man.
to make sure you're entering the right home. That you need to double check. Like, what's the address again?
Right.
Okay, I'm at. Oh no, this the wrong one.
Right.
This the wrong one.
Guns are involved. Lies. Everybody has guns.
Right.
Autobots, roll out.
We at the wrong crib. Move out. You know what I mean?
For real.
The way she just went. Autobots, roll out.
But yeah, man, it's pretty sad. I'm sad for this guy, man. You know,
the family, everybody.
Yeah, man, it's sad for everyone all around. But police, we have to do a better job, man. We know the homeowners have guns to protect their homes. Police are coming with guns, so we have to make sure that we are not making mistakes like this. Man.
Everybody on the scene, percentage of your pension will be going towards this family and making sure that they are taken care of for the rest of their life because they have lost a provider.
And who's going to have to pay for it? The taxpayers.
Yeah,
we'll be paying for this man's funeral and making sure this man has millions of dollars because they made a mistake.
Yeah,
you know, and that's what the thing is. The taxpayers need to realize these are the reason we need a centralized training for these police officers instead of state by state and locality by locality, man. Because these officers make too many mistakes and too many people die because of their bad training and bad positioning period of the training in the country. Yep. It should be centralized. Yeah. Just like the CIA, FBI, you don't hear about them making the stupid mistakes like our local police be making all the time. But they have better training. centralized training because you have to go to the government FBI training to go, and it should be the same for the police because I'm sick of these people killing everybody, man.
Yeah. That's why I feel like it should come out their own pensions. You know what I mean?
Not for real.
Because it's not gonna register until it's hitting you personally. You know what I mean?
And then they should start going to jail too, losing their jobs for things like that. I don't give a fuck if it is a mistake. Somebody died.
Yeah, if
you do need to be held accountable.
Whoever made that shot and killed him, definitely
for real
going to jail.
You went to the wrong house. Who sent you to the wrong house?
Whoever shot the shot, whoever made the call, whoever provided the address to the wrong house, whoever was involved in that is going to jail.
For real.
We going down the line.
I
It's
agree.
being held accountable.
They should be.
FIRED.
For real. All of them. So let's go on to another story real quick. We'll let you get yours real fast, babe. We got 3 Phoenix neighborhoods among list of most desirable. The top neighborhood in the Phoenix metro and the 3rd highest in the country is Camelback East. I think that's over there.
Baltimore area.
Okay.
Yeah, Biltmore.
Yeah.
Biltmore area.
Neighborhood better known as Arcadia also has almost 31,000 daily views on Zillow. 22,000 people on average view homes in Phoenix North Mountain neighborhood. Ranked 6th in the nation.
So
Deer
that's
Valley,
like 7th Street area.
Mountain
area.
Yeah. Deer Valley is 10th with homes getting almost 20,000 daily views. People trying to move into Deer Valley. North. Yeah. And there are large suburban regions in Phoenix, but neighborhoods and smaller communities around. You got Sun Lakes and Chandler has the most interest outside of Phoenix. In Scottsdale, the most viewed neighborhood is DC Ranch. This is followed by Seville and Gilbert, Sunland Village in Mesa, and Arrowhead Ranch in Glendale. All 5 of these neighborhoods have something in common. They're very rich, and we can't afford to live there.
I imagine so.
But they all come with golf courses and country clubs attached. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we can't afford to live there. But yeah, man, it's really and 4 of them, the neighborhoods are considered large retirement communities also. So it's a lot of old people, you know what I'm saying? So that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Phoenix has some of the most desirable areas, man. So what you got?
I got 6 inmates were taken to the hospital on Friday, which is yesterday, after a possible overdose.
Wow.
How the hell they get? Well, I already know.
It's prison.
It's
Right.
prison.
They get everything we got.
There's a
it happened at Australia Jail near 27th Avenue and Durango Street.
It's ESTRELLA, not
it's Eastralia, probably. Who knows?
Australia.
Oh,
Australia.
That's
come on
confusing.
now. Come on now.
Australia.
Australia.
It's a bad name for a prison. You know what I mean?
Right.
It sounds like an apartment, man.
That sounds luxurious, cuz. I'm kind of excited to go to jail.
Right. We moving over there to Australia next week, dog.
Right. MCSO said that the inmates were all alert and breathing when they were transported to the hospital.
Did they say what drug? What drug?
MCO did not say what inmates may have overdosed on or how the potential drug got into the jail.
Well, we know how it got in there.
Right.
Orally.
But MCSO Sheriff Paul Penzone did release a statement yesterday. He stated that earlier today, seven female inmates housed at Australia Jail reported medical duress during requiring transportation to the hospital for care. All 7 are expected to recover. Early indications point toward the likelihood of a drug overdose. It is yet to be determined how the drugs were acquired and distributed.
Distributed. But yeah, man, they like to put it up. They like to put it up their little
whole lot of
right. But they said that they would continue the efforts to combat the problem of drug use in the jail system with additional resources being deployed to the jail to conduct a comprehensive pod by pod search.
From the jail to the streets, these drugs are tearing these people apart. It's taking a journey over the west side the other day, and oh my goodness.
That is true. They did Paul Penzone did say that although it is speculation at this time, fentanyl continues to be the most devastating unlawful substance adversely impacting our communities, to include the prison and jail systems. So that's what they're speculating these 7 women overdosed on, and not any other drugs.
You have to say that. duh. But like I said, man, yeah, man, we this city is just
Going down.
dog.
I'm
Man,
going
Just like
going
you said, going to the west side,
man,
south
going by the
side.
27th, going by the fucking 17. Oh my goodness. I mean, back in the
keep
day
your
when I
nice.
first got here, you may see
You
one.
had to go down to
You
Van
would see
Buren.
one bum. You would see one bum on the corner, or
Now the
one
whole
homeless
intersection.
person on there. Now every section of the intersection is covered by people. I seen 7, 8, 9 people standing over on the side of the highway.
Yeah.
8, 9 people.
We were coming back from the Bridget Pettis Foundation, and we had stopped at a stoplight, and like literally on like two sides of the street had been like 9 people.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
Pandemic was very
it killed us.
very big contributor to this
Man,
situation.
it
was.
is bad.
And they were saying too how the rent prices in Phoenix are now
It's
going
what
down.
16 to 17, 20% upgrade. You can't get nothing under $1,000.
Right.
They were saying this morning 30% of our income goes towards paying
to rent.
That's from a lot of people, like most of their income
Right.
goes
30% of our income is going towards rent.
And that's on average.
On
Because there's more people who are paying more.
Right.
You can't, and that's the thing. There's no affordable
We're being
housing.
priced out of our homes.
No affordable housing.
Yeah.
There's nothing. You can't get anything. Like
Something
I said,
that should cost you $1,000 a month is costing you double that now.
Right.
And then want you to make 3 times the rent.
Right. And nobody can make anything.
And have a 627 700 credit score.
Like, hold on, are you making 3 times the rent?
Right.
Are you okay?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's run Habari Sports, bro.
Habari Sports.
All right. But anyway, the Suns lose to the Lakers last night.
You pressed the wrong button.
Whatever, that was the right button. The Lakers suck, man, and I'm mad. Whatever, dog. Come back over to press the buttons. Anyway, I think that we was just chilling though, because it was the last game of the season, I believe, right? I think we
they already clinched their playoff
so
spot.
we're good. So I don't think we really were tripping.
Wait,
really playing them.
The Lakers, are they in the play-in?
The Lakers, they lost to the Clippers, so that put them down to the play-in, and they really needed this one to stay where they were at. So I didn't think we really wanted to match that energy. So whatever, dog. I just didn't want losing to them. But anyway, it's looking like we're gonna see.
We could have done to keep them out to play in.
Wait, that's what I'm saying. We should have showed up just to kick them out the playoffs. Period. You know what I'm saying? Just where they have to be going home, and I would have liked that. But anyway, we got looks like we're gonna be playing the Clippers in the first round. By the way things are going, yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be tough, man. And then you got
KD though, so
but still you got Denver next. If you can't get past them, it's gonna be tough.
And who's after that?
Well, it matters who comes out the bottom, but you got the Grizzlies, Golden State, Sacramento.
I think the Grizzlies, because the Grizzlies are going against Golden State, aren't they?
In the first round, yep.
That's going to be a good series.
It is.
Because I love how they bicker at each other. Like they just
it's gonna be good, man. And Sac has played well, all good. You got to give the coach what's his name?
Who?
The coach of Sac. I can't remember his name. He coached LeBron in Cleveland, man. You got to give brothers.
Tyronn Lue?
No, not Tyronn Lue. Brother, bald head.
He
was in Cleveland.
That's who
he didn't win the championship though. He got replaced by dude, the European dude, and then he went on. He was coaching with is it Williams or something Williams? It might be something Williams. But he coached with Golden State for a while, won the company championships with them, learned some more. Then he came on back, and now he's doing a great job. He will be the coach of the year this year, man. It's no question.
Mike Brown?
Yeah, there you go. I said Williams. Brown. My bad. I said Mike Williams. Mike Brown. He's doing a great job, man. And he will be coach of the year, man. I love to see him having a good time, man, because with LeBron, they all blamed everything on him, and it was all about him. And he always, it's never LeBron's fault; it's everybody's fault but him. But anyway, Mike Brown caught a lot of flack, and he went on to Golden State and chilled, and was assistant coach for a little while. Then now he's back in Sacramento and he's doing his thing, man. And I really like to see what he's doing, man. And it's gonna be a really good game versus them in Sacramento. I'm gonna go with Sacramento, man, because Golden State has played like trash all year. I don't think that Wiggins coming back is gonna be that big of a deal because to me they played like trash when he was there. You know what I mean? They've been playing like trash the whole year. So why would it make a difference? He only been gone 20 games since the 22nd or something, man. It doesn't, you know what I mean? To
Yeah,
me, it
I
doesn't.
think they said he's gonna miss 2 more games.
Man, whatever, man. He's not gonna help them right now. They just, they trying to come back from injury, but it's just that run. They had long runs. It's gonna be a season where you get broke up, and I think this is theirs. We got the play-in starting next week. I think next Tuesday. The teams are already set on the East. It looks pretty whack with the Heat and the Hawks and Raptors and the Bulls. On the other side,
It's Lakers.
who you got? Lakers.
Golden State?
Nah, Golden State is I think 6.
Oh, so they in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's Lakers, and then the 8. I forget who the 8 is, but it might be. I think it's Utah. No, it's one of them. It's not Dallas. They got put out. So the play-in on the West is gonna be okay.
The Lakers, Pelicans.
Oh, Pelicans. That's it.
Timberwolves and Thunder.
Yeah.
And the Mavericks are not
Out of it
at all. They're not. I think Kyrie has a curse.
I just like to see that Luka sitting at home. Kyrie. I ain't been digging him this year either, man. He been kind of whack this year. I didn't like that movie Pool in New Jersey. But that's it for sports, man. Let's go on to the comic book corner real fast.
Comic Book Corner. Sponsored by.
And you know what I mean? To me, it's still not really pushing the agenda forward. I thought the last episode was pretty good, but it's just not. I don't know, man. It's not giving that feeling of the first 2 seasons to me, man. It's gonna be a season 4. They were talking about. I guess that was explained because nothing is going to be done in these last 3 episodes to be able to end everything off, all the stories that they have us going down. They're not going to be able to end this in 3 episodes. So obviously it's got to be a season 4, but I don't know, man. I just thought that they should move stuff a little bit further than they have been. We got the trailers from Ashoka from Star Wars. They talked about a few more movies. I thought the Ashoka trailer was pretty dope. What's old girl name?
Ahsoka.
Yeah, who's playing? I forget her name. Anyway, I thought she did a pretty good job, man. She's always doing that thing. And, yeah, we got the Into the Spider-Verse trailer. We look pretty good. We got some some
Mayday's in there.
Some connections to the actual MCU and maybe. And we got a lot of different Spider-Men from across the Spider-Verse. We've seen all type with Scarlet Spider. They even got the horse spider in there, the spider horse thing.
I saw that when he bust through the window.
Yeah. They got all of them, man. So it's gonna be pretty interesting.
The video game Spider-Man.
Yeah, they have everything, man. And I like I was watching. I hope this the last time they do the Spider-Man pointing at each other thing. I'm really over it. I hope that's done. And this the last time they crack that joke.
Real quick.
What up?
I watched the Mario movie.
How'd you like it?
I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
7?
I'll give it a 7.
It's getting 50 on the Rotten Tomatoes right now. So
I'll give it a 7. I'll give it a cool.
Most people are giving it more than Rotten Tomatoes.
I feel like the people who carried the movie was Jack Black and Seth Rogen.
Yeah, well they're pretty good.
Because
they're pretty good though. So it's hard to overdo them. But they did say that dude who did Mario voice,
Chris Pratt.
They said he's just being himself.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Like he didn't try to change his voice and be more. He's just him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like on that. But other than that, I've heard good things about it. You know what I'm saying? When Demi get old enough, you'll take her to go watch it. I'll be at the crib chilling.
That's gonna be
years. Anyway,
won't be in theater no more.
No, I mean movies like that, dog.
Oh,
what
I'm
are you
like-
talking about?
Right.
Anyway, let's
That's
get to
what's up,
the
man.
Hollywood hot mess to see who's the messy this week.
I already know who it is.
Get ready for the week's Hollywood hot mess with Iesha Rowan. Sponsored by...
It's on you. Go ahead.
This week's hot mess is Kanye West's Donda Academy. The performer's Christian K-12 school students were subject to unsafe, unregulated, and unsanitary conditions. 2 of the former teachers allege in a lawsuit against West and others filed this week in Los Angeles County Superior Court. Cecilia Haley and Sharika Byers.
Mm-hmm.
The only 2 Black female teachers at the school were
Wow.
fired after they voiced concerns over the conditions to the administrators, according to the complaint.
Wow, and they're the one that's saying racial bias.
Right.
Wow.
They're the ones saying racial bias. The 2 women are suing West for retaliation, wrongful termination, discrimination, and withheld wages.
So he discriminating against his own people.
own
That is not the first
Oh man,
The
Kanye.
teachers at the school were not required to have first aid or mandated child abuse reporter training. And the state's regulations regarding educational services and individualized learning plans
Mhm.
were not being followed.
Wow.
And as for nutrition, the Donda Academy students were fed sushi and only sushi every day at school.
What the hell?
And were made to eat lunch on the floor, as the school did not have tables, according to the plaintiffs.
Wow.
Now that's a hot mess.
That's definitely a hot mess.
Oh, I don't know, man.
How has his school been open this long?
Right.
Yeah.
That's just, what is he doing?
Why did
Initially he opened the school in, was it Simi Valley? Simi Valley, but he moved it. The school's now in a different location. But it's still within that same district, I'm assuming.
I mean, he just doesn't need any more hits publicly, and it's.
I'm assuming that none of his kids go to his school.
No, they don't.
Okay, I'm gonna just assume that. I'm gonna assume that none of them go to his.
Also, according to the complaint, according to the complaint, as part of the curriculum, they are not allowed to learn any African American history.
What?
They are also not allowed to learn Asian American history.
What?
So the Holocaust and certain parts of African American history and slavery have been withheld from the school's curriculum, according to the complaint.
Is he not running this school, or who does he have? Who does he have running this place?
This is a man who said that slavery was a choice.
Right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
According to the complaint, one of the teachers that was there, they had went to the school's principal or dean, and her name is Maury Love. And apparently complaints and concerns were just being overlooked, washed under the rug, being ignored. And then once they started voicing, saying that, hey, we're going to go to Kanye West and we're going to tell him exactly what's going on. They were threatened to not go to him, and then they were fired.
Well, I mean, that's still up to him. This is his company. He got to make sure he got to have the right people in place.
And he also needs to make sure that the curriculum being taught within the school does comply with the state's regulations.
You would think so. But hey, whatever, man. So let's go ahead. Let's go to the game real fast, man. Let's pull that up.
Let's get ready to play trivia for Loot. Sponsored by...
All
right, let's do it.
Jimmy, I need my questions.
Oh my gosh.
You're supposed to be doing all this throughout the commercial.
Yeah.
All right.
Put it on widescreen. Let's go.
Question 1. What is the most popular Easter candy in America as of 2022? Is it A, Peeps, B, Reese's, or C, the Cadbury Easter cream egg?
That's a tough one.
It is, because I love Reese's. That's my thing.
We know it's not Peeps.
I want to say it is Peeps, though.
You think it's Peeps?
I want to say it
I
is.
don't know. None of my peeps eat Peeps.
Oh.
Oh, hey. I'm gonna just go with Peeps. I feel like Peeps is it.
Peeps.
I'm gonna say Peeps.
It is not.
There you go.
We already knew it
It's
was
not
that.
Peeps.
It is the Cadbury Easter cream egg.
I wouldn't have guessed that either, though, man. It's so British.
But at the same time, it's out all throughout the year. Like
The cream egg?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so nasty, man.
Okay.
I don't like it.
Question 2. What happens when you microwave a marshmallow peep? Is it A, it expands in size?
What?
B, it pops? Or C, it melts?
come on, guys, this is simple. Simple science.
Is it?
Is it?
I mean, I know.
I'm like, because what exactly is in a peep? Because I've never ate one. I've never had a peep.
It is
You ain't
just
missing
marshmallow.
It's nasty. It's
It's
nasty.
marshmallow and sugar.
It's gross.
I'm gonna guess that it melts. Or
I'm going to say it pops.
that's what my second guess. My second
Yeah.
guess is pops.
It does not pop. It does not melt. It does expand in
What?
size.
That's what marshmallows do in microwave.
I thought they just.
I don't.
I guess.
Okay, I don't really use the microwave like that.
Who
So.
microwaves marshmallows? Like, why are you doing that?
Okay.
All right.
Learning something new every day.
Which brings
Real.
us to our next question, which is what color jelly bean is the most popular? Is it the pink one, the green one, or the red one?
I'm gonna go pink.
Me too.
We're gonna go red.
It is the red one.
What? Jimmy knew
The
something?
very cherry is the most popular.
Yeah, again,
Well, I like
I don't
Kool-Aid.
eat jelly
I drink my Kool-Aid.
beans.
But if you think about it though, like when you look at the jelly beans in the grocery store,
Yeah.
or even Starburst, it don't say favorite
Flavor
pinks.
Reds.
It's like red.
Favorite reds.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Favorites.
Favorite reds, and the reds are included. The pink is included in those reds.
Yeah.
You
The
know,
red ones
reds-
are good.
red
I
ones
just
are
want y'all to
good.
know that red dye is so not
It's
good
so
for
bad.
you.
It's so not good.
They trying
so
to
not
ban it.
good for you.
I'm sorry, but the red ones are good.
You know, they trying to ban it. Hopefully they get it banned this
I
year.
hope
man.
they do. I hope they do.
All right, I'm gonna be highly disappointed if none of us get this right. What is the most popular meat to be eaten in the United States on
You already
Easter?
know. Yeah.
Is
On
it
Easter?
ham,
A-Town.
lamb, or chicken?
Ham.
I
Everybody make a
I guess
ham,
it's
don't
ham.
they?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is
Everybody-
ham.
Okay, I'm like, everybody
go.
making ham, ain't they?
I don't know. I don't know what we cooking.
Yeah.
All right. If there are 6 apples
6 apples.
and you take away 4,
I take away 4.
how many do you have? Is it A, 2, B,
I know the
4,
answer.
or 3? C3.
B.
It is B.
What?
Right.
It
Yeah.
is B.
Yep.
You took away 4.
I
You-
took away 4.
You have it.
How
Oh,
many
wait,
do
my
I-
bad. my
There are
bad. You're
6
right, you're right,
apples
you're right.
sitting there.
I read
and
it
you
wrong.
took away 4 of them.
Right.
Yep.
You
Yeah,
got
I read it
4.
wrong. I read it wrong. That's
Yeah.
my fault.
That's what they hoping you do. is You
Exactly.
get it wrong.
Every time.
No, cause it's like I thought I took away 2.
Right.
That's why I heard it wrong.
All right.
Okay.
What goes up and down but still remains in the same place? Is it A, hills, B, stairs, or C, mountains?
My cholesterol level.
I'm gonna go with stirs.
Yes, you're right.
Go with
It is
stirs.
stairs.
Yeah.
My cholesterol.
It's the only thing that made sense.
Right, a mountain.
True.
Right.
Or false. A group of frogs is an army.
I know it.
This is I wish I could phone a friend to one of my group hand kids because he be knowing all this stuff. And I want to say true.
It is true.
Yes. I want to say true.
Yep. I didn't know that. An army of frogs, huh?
That's what we call a family reunion.
How many homicides did Ted Bundy admit to? Is it A, 30, B, 20, or C, 60?
Damn, that's all big numbers.
That's a lot of killing, man. Holy
right.
shit.
Man, that's the.
I have no idea. I did not get caught up in the series that was released.
I watched the Jeffrey Dahmer series.
I could even watch that one.
20?
I'm gonna say 30.
30. Yeah, I think it's 30.
It is 30.
Okay.
Yeah, 60. That's
right,
crazy, dog.
Right.
Oh, man.
It's out there.
That's not even. You don't have to question him. You might just want to kill him. Like,
all right.
Them Joker numbers.
Last two questions.
Oh my God.
Where is Nelson Mandela from?
Okay.
A, South of Africa.
Mm-hmm.
B, South America.
Mm-hmm.
Or C, South Korea.
C.
South Africa.
South Africa.
Man, that was a layup right there, bro.
It was a layup.
That definitely was a layup.
C.
But all right.
South Mexico.
But is it true or false? Only 2 presidents have been impeached.
Ugh.
I know it. I'm gonna write down my answer, and if I get it right,
I'm gonna just say true.
I'm gonna say false.
It is false.
Yeah.
I thought that was because
Trump became the third president.
Yeah, he got impeached.
To be impeached.
Because it was also Bill Clinton, wasn't it?
Clinton, Nixon.
It was Nixon. Okay, my fault.
Okay.
Clinton, Nixon, and Trump.
You know, I just I never really acknowledged Trump as president. You know,
I don't think any of us ever did.
I just kind of addressed him as CEO of America. Just never quite.
Right.
You got a hotel. I mean,
Nah,
he did honestly he did make more of a CEO than he did of
but he has to be the first to be indicted and impeached though.
Yep.
Yeah, he's
and making all type of history.
And charged. Formally charged with 34 counts of 34 felony accounts.
Impeached.
I wouldn't be surprised if later in history they just deleted him. Like I just wouldn't if he
in
was
the
just
history textbooks, like he just
a figment of our imagination.
Like, hey, whatever happened to that? Who?
We don't acknowledge him.
I don't know
who was president 46?
But he's like
that was a leap year, right?
He's the only one that asked the question. If you guys see, if you guys know this, who was the last president before Donald Trump
to serve
that was one term? Jimmy?
Ford?
I don't know.
No.
Wait.
One term.
Adams?
Last time.
That's like the second president.
Oh goodness.
No.
It was
she said Adams. I was like,
it was George Bush Senior.
I wanted to say Bush.
Yeah, right before
I wanted
Clinton.
to say Bush. I did.
So that was just before my time.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And
before
then I think it was Carter.
Okay.
Carter before Reagan. He had one term. But other than that. But hey, thanks everybody for sitting through this. Thank you for being patient with us. And Jimmy messed everything up.
It's all right.
He's perfect for doing that.
Yeah.
Y'all
but
love
we still love
me.
him. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? That's the homie.
Appreciate it.
The homie.
Thank
Not
you
the
for
nephew,
coming
I'm
through,
the
Phree.
homie.
We hope
Yeah.
nothing but great things from
Thank you. If y'all want to see Auntie, I'm going to be at centered.phx at the end of the month, April 28th. Storytelling, talking about Black men, how much I love and adore y'all. And May 20th is the RBG Explosion Weekend, and we'll be having a Black Love panel. So y'all come and check that out.
Definitely. And we might try to come through and do a little media, take some pictures and get a little video.
Absolutely. It was so dope last year. Definitely come out. RBG Explosion Weekend. Our Black Fathers Committee is hosting it.
That sounds excellent.
Absolutely.
That's great. And we appreciate you for coming through.
Thank
and we love talking to you and spending time with
Always.
you. Thanks everybody for watching. Until next week.
Holla holla.
Peace.
Oh, my fault. Bye.
for watching another episode of Habari Live. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and get updates on news, the podcast, and more. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And don't forget to visit www.habarientertainment.com. See you next week. Peace.